I'll skip the language of Article 186 from page 1 and then I'll read. After the restoration of judiciary by the present democratic government, all the institutions of the state are adhering to the constitution and constitutional scheme of trichotomy of power. The judiciary in Pakistan is independent and is playing a proactive role in the cases of public importance. However, some important questions of law remain unanswered, and one amongst them is in waiting since long. This is the case of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, reported as PLD 1979, Supreme Court, page 38, decided in Criminal Appeals number 11, 12, and 13 of 1978, who is the founder of the Constitution of Pakistan, first elected Prime Minister of the country, leader of the Third World, Prime Minister of Non-Aligned Movement, founder of the Islamic Bloc, who took the initiative of introducing nuclear technology in the Muslim world. He was convener of the first Islamic Summit in Pakistan, which attracted unparalleled participation of leaders of the Muslim Ummah. Facts. In pursuance of wide-range conspiracy, Shaheed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was challened by the Federal Investigation Agency maliciously to face trial for offences under Section 120B, 302, read with Section 109, and 301, and Section 307, read with Section 109 PPC. The trial was conducted by the Lahore High Court in a highly objectionable manner, and he was judicially murdered. I, as the President of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, in order to uphold the dignity of the court, supremacy of the Constitution and law, feel constrained to refer a few questions of law which are of paramount public importance and remain yet to be finally determined and answered by the Supreme Court of Pakistan. 1. The law of approver and criminal conspiracy is admittedly against the injunctions of Islam. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, on the occasion of Hijjatul Wada, pronounced, "Beware, every culprit is responsible for offense committed by him. Beware, the father is not responsible for the offense committed by his son, nor son is answerable for the offense committed by his father." Admittedly, absence of the accused from the scene of occurrence could not at all constitute personal liability. 2. Earlier, no accused had been convicted and sentenced to death solely on the testimony of an approver. The Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan has again disapproved the testimony of an approver in the case of Mian Muhammad Nawaz Sharif versus State, PLD 2009, Supreme Court 814, and the law continues to be volatile. The testimony of the approver fails to satisfy both the tests in that he is neither reliable nor his testimony is corroborated in material particulars. 3. Intricate questions of public importance are involved in the matter. None is above accountability in Islam, and more so a qazi. Determination of the question of accountability, or at least a correction of error, amounts to introspective accountability. The democratic system of a country is dependent on the functioning of political parties. Leaders of political parties are repository of public trust and confidence. Their iconic image is an inspirational and motivational force for the followers. In the case of Shaheed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, this goes without saying that he was the leader who inspired generations. His charismatic leadership remains a role model for the toiling millions of Pakistan and the Third World, and his appeal for downtrodden is transcending through an annals of history. His totally illegal death sentence and his execution at the hand of tyrant dictators with the help of hand-picked judges is a black spot on the democratic face of Pakistan. 4. Whether the Supreme Court was acting within four corners of law while deciding the appeal by a bench, which was not duly constituted after the absence of two honorable members, namely Mr. Justice Wahiduddin Ahmed, who was shown sick, and the bench chose to proceed in his absence, notwithstanding the fact that he was desirous to join the proceedings, and Mr. Justice Kaisar Khan retired during proceedings. The Honorable Court was legally and morally duty-bound to fill the vacancies. 5. In the case in hand, bias in the minds of judges was floating on the face of the record. A bias in the mind of judge results in vitiation of the proceedings. In the celebrated judgment reported as Asif Ali Zardari and another versus the state, PLD 2001, Supreme Court 568, while dilating upon bias, the Honorable Apex Court held as follows, as under C. A judge may have a personal bias towards a party owing to relationship and the like, or he may be personally hostile to a party as a result of events happening either before or during the trial. Whenever there is any allegation of personal bias, the question which should be satisfied is there in the mind of the litigant a reasonable apprehension that he would not get a fair trial? The est is where there is a real likelihood of prejudice, but it does not require certainty. Real likelihood is the apprehension of a reasonable man apprised of the facts and not the suspicion of fools or capricious persons. 6. Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto bitterly complained before the Supreme Court that he had not been given a fair trial in the High Court. As its presiding judge, Mr. Justice Mushtaq Hussain, Chief Justice of the Lahore High Court, and also because the Central Executive Committee of the Pakistan People's Party, presided over by appellant, had joined issue with him in respect of statements made by him, Mr. Justice Mushtaq Hussain, within brackets, in his capacity as Chief Election Commissioner in August 1977. 7. He strongly criticized the observations made by High Court in para 609 to 616 of its judgment, describing him as a Muslim only by name and not living up to ideas or conduct prescribed for Muslim rulers of Islam. Mr. Bhutto stated that this criticism was unjustified and was clear evidence of bias against him. 8. The conduct of the members of the bench holding the trial as well as deciding the appeal is fully demonstrative of bias. Mr. Justice Maulvi Mushtaq Hussain, the then
where is this said? Paragraph 609 to 616.
My Lord, this is in the Lahore High Court judgment, the trial court's judgment.
And the citation is?
My Lord, the citation is PLD 1978.
PLD 1978.
Lahore.
Lahore. Page?
Just bear with me, man. 1978, Lahore, page 523, sir.
523?
523. This was a 5-member bench of the Lahore High Court which was conducting the trial. 8. The conduct of the members of the bench holding the trial as well as deciding the appeal is fully demonstrative of bias. Mr. Justice Maulvi Mushtaq Hussain, the then Chief Justice of the Lahore High Court, Lahore, was known to be biased against Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto due to being superseded. The entire legal fraternity and judicial community was aware of the temperament of Mr. Justice Maulvi Mushtaq Hussain, who never concealed his bias and hatred against Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.